Now that you've found UBN Radio and discovered our quality talk shows, it's time to spread the word to friends, family, and the universe. 24 hours of music and talk. Radio without limits. That's why people keep coming back for more. That's UBNradio.com.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, love, laugh, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Fay on UBNradio.com.
And welcome. Happy New You 2015, starting this year with more hope and happiness. You've tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon on ubnradio.com and on every Thursday now on my NBC News Radio channel, KCAA AM 1050. Thursdays at 7 p.m. And if this is your first or your 88th time tuning in, welcome. I hope you had a wonderful break. I had a fabulous time up in the Great White North. Yes, I'm actually Canadian. I went to the same same college as John Candy, Eugene Levy, and Martin Short. So yes, I am Canadian, and I am not your average soft-spoken Canadian. If you haven't noticed, I'm really shy. Sarcasm is another service I offer. But I did have a great time with my family. Special hello to my Air Canada help to get us on back into LA yesterday, especially to the cute one who loves eating turtles. And if you are Canadian, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And also shout out to all my new friends in Canada, Toronto, Mississauga, and Oakville that I met on my sojourn back to my Chinese Canadian roots. And we are here today. This is the first call-in show of 2015 when I get to be Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura. And people call in to get their life tires balanced and their critical thinking or their BS, their belief systems, smog checked. And today I am delighted to have, as my first caller, we have Malie calling in from Birmingham, Alabama. Welcome to the show. Hi, Malie.
Hi, thank you. It's Mila.
Oh, thank you for correcting me. Mila.
Oh, no problem.
Beautiful.
No
what does
problem.
that name mean?
I'm not sure exactly.
Oh, okay, we're going to have to find out.
I just enjoyed it. I'm not sure if it has like a special meaning. I'm excited that I share with Mila Kunis. So, maybe it'll mean like some type of celebrity.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Wonderful. So as I do with all of my callers, I want to connect with you first. So if you're sitting down, could you put your hands on your lap, palms up, and your feet on the ground? Hopefully you're not driving. And good. Gently closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose. And release. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. Just settling into you, breathing in through your nose again. Connecting with me. And releasing all the stories and the drama. And one more deep breath in. Opening the heart. And release and gently opening your eyes. Welcome back.
Great.
All right. Now, since this is New Year's, we'll do the assessment first. On the scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself on the area of health and well-being? So your personal health and well-being, 10 being fabulous, no improvement needed.
Okay.
And
health
one
and well-being, I'm at an 8.
Okay, good. That's high. That 8 is what I ask my clients to reach for. So that's a good thing. Now let's go to job, work, career. Same scale.
Job or career, I would say 7.
7. Okay, that's good. And then last, finally, but not least, relationships. How would you rate your relationships?
5.
5. There's where we're going. Okay. What makes it a 5? Well, first of all, let's commend you and acknowledge and recognize the high ones. So your highest one was health and well-being. So I want you to compliment yourself on one thing that you do to act on your own behalf to give yourself that 8 on health and well-being. So what's one thing you want to continue to do?
I'm a diabetic, and so I've really been focusing on a good diet and just kind of monitoring, medicine and that type of thing. And so I'm glad about that, and it's made a difference, and so
Good.
I'm feeling good about that.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Was it ever a New Year's resolution?
Yes, it has been a New Year's resolution before. I've gotten yelled at by the doctor a couple of times,
Okay.
and so I've really had to get focused on making some improvements in that area.
Wonderful.
So
Good. Okay, so let's go to relationships and see if we can't use the same strategy to get that number up. So tell me, what is the one relationship that seems to be pulling that number down?
Well, I've been married for 13 years, and at the end of 2014, there have been some really monumental things that have happened in my marriage that have caused it to fail.
Okay.
And I have had, my parents are older, and I've been involved in the care for my mom, and it's been really stressful as far as dealing with siblings and the care of the parents,
Right.
which I know can be stressful, and it's put some strain, on several relationships on that front.
Okay. And your husband being one of them, the main one.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what would you say? So are you, give me the monumental events first.
Okay. So I found out shortly before Thanksgiving that my husband has a baby. He has a child that is now 9 months old. When I found out, she was, 8 or so months old. And it was monumental because we wanted to have children, and we tried for several years. And that took a toll, I'm sure, on the marriage, as well as me trying to spread myself and caring for the parents. And I'm sure that kind of led to us growing apart to the point that he had this additional relationship. And so in this December, we have filed for divorce. And I really want to kind of pick up the pieces here in the beginning of 2015 and just have some resolutions that will help me to be focused and kind of regain some peace. And, now that I know that you're kind of, it's very, I guess it's monumental. I mean, you don't know how to balance, how to get that balance back as far as.
Right. Okay. We're starting with the big one, which is good. So the first thing I want you to do is just close your eyes for a second, and I've got my arm around you, and I want you to take a deep breath in, and I am sorry that this has hurt you. It's
Thank you.
Yeah. Take a deep breath. Because before we go all analytical on us, I want you to really comfort and take comfort in yourself. Because it sounds like already the way you're talking, you're a really, you don't want to be maudlin, you don't want to marinate, you don't want to, be taken down by something like this. That's what I hear in your voice.
Yes.
And at the same time, there is a balance. You have every right to feel disappointed. You have every right to feel sad. You have every right to be pissed off. So those feelings are normal and okay. And
Yes.
certainly,
I'm afraid if I explore those too deeply,
yes,
that I won't be able to come back.
yeah. Well, you will. And I don't know if there's enough time for us to do that now, but I think that it is absolutely critical for you to go down there and feel the depths of it. Do you have a best friend?
I do. I
Okay.
do have some friends that have been, wonderful, and
What?
that have, even that I didn't expect,
Mm-hmm.
friends that were friends that would normally not have a part in that portion of my life,
Mm-hmm.
but have just risen to the surface and just been available. And I think that's a divine, the way that the universe has tried to come to my aid has been awesome.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. So I definitely have a state of gratitude, that I can pull from.
Right. Right.
And I'm not in despair. And I've been using, just like you're encouraging, good cleansing breathing, and just really trying to stay stable and grapple.
Yes.
But I don't want to. You're right. I know that you can't go without acknowledging the other things.
Right. This is one of those so critical keys to that happiness 88% of the time that I talk about. It's a balance. And some people go way to one extreme, and they just, they're sad, and then they're sadder, and then, like you say, they go in there and they don't know, they can't find their way out. And so then their depression or their sadness takes over their entire life. And you'll hear people, I'm sure you know people, who cannot get over that relationship, cannot get over that cheating, cannot get over that abandonment, cannot get over the abuse, cannot get over whatever that pain point is. And the sad thing is, that's hurting them the most. It's not hurting the other person. It's hurting them the most. So we want to stay out of that extreme where that's only where you are, right? So you hear a familiar song, or you see something that you used to do, and it takes you down that path, and then you can't get out of bed for a week. That's not where we want to go. Okay? So
Right.
that's the one extreme. The other extreme is getting off things too quickly. Oh, all right, it's fine. I'll be fine. Screw you. I'm never going to talk about you. I'm never going to do anything with you. I'm not going to, deal with it. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay.
Right.
And then, they, what fine stands for, right? It's
Tell me again.
effed up, I, insecure, and neurotic, and E, emotional. Okay, so being, I'm fine, that's the other extreme where that's not helpful as well. So this is what I would like you to have as a New Year's resolution when it comes to how you are going to view this relationship. And as you move through this relationship and all that's happened is, and you've already started doing it, and I want to commend you for that. You're taking ownership of your side of the street. So you're seeing that some of the stressors that you put in front of the relationship may have contributed to it. And that's so incredibly so helpful and so acting on your own behalf. And I'm so very proud of you for that, because most people will go to the blame. How dare he? How could he? After all, blah, 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 blah. And that bitterness and resentfulness keeps you in that black hole, or that marinating, I call it, or ruinating. Okay.
Right.
So now that's not to say there are some moments when you want to take a bat on a plastic couch. And so what I'm going to suggest with you is, when you're feeling angry, instead of suppressing that anger, go for a run. Okay. And as you're running, you are seeing his face on the pavement. And the parts of you that are rightfully angry, normally angry, right? Then let yourself feel that anger. Now, you know, I don't want you doing like a what's his name, Tom Hanks run across the country and never stop running.
Right.
Right. You just want to run, you know, make it a mile. But that's the time of the day. You know, every other day I want you to resolve, or every 3 days, and you can do it on a treadmill, to get that anger part of you. You know, and you might want to write it out. It's very helpful. What are specific things that you're angry at him about? And when you have that list down, once you have that list down and you've dealt with the list, you can talk to yourself, to the angry part of yourself, and say, okay, there's nothing new here. And, you know, now that we've released it, we took a nice run, we really don't have to stay here because it's not good for my health. I don't have to be angrier any more than the 1 mile run, and his face is, you know, plastered on the pavement and all smushed out. Okay? So that's how we deal with the angry part of you, the naturally angry part that feels betrayed and abandoned and you know, taken advantage of. So we've dealt with that. Now the sad part of you. The sad part of you is the part that is hurting. You know, and it's natural when you're in a relationship, and marriage is one of those things that has these ridiculous vows of till death do us part. And you know, I've tried on this show to bring some balance around that, you know, I'm happily divorced, so I have to say this. But, you know, just because you get married, it doesn't mean that that's the only one. And it doesn't mean that that is, you know, as long as we both shall live. Sometimes it's as long as we both shall love. And there's beauty even in the shortness or the length of that marriage. So in the 13 years that you've been together, there were wonderful things in that chapter. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and it sounds like I'm preaching to the choir. You're already focused on those things because you are going forward with the divorce, and all the divorce is saying is that this is the end to the chapter. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, nothing more, nothing less. And now you just have to sort out.
You know, it's scary because it also means you've got to do a lot of things for yourself that you settled into someone else kind of doing the cable and the internet connections and your insurance and
and
I know it's panicky.
So here's the thing. In this divorce, in this process, it is what is being birthed in you right now is more independence, more responsibility, okay? And when you do those things and you master them and you figure them out, don't you feel good?
Yes, one at a time.
One at a time. But don't you feel good?
Yes.
I mean, after the frustration. After the fear and after the frustration, when you get to the other side, don't you go, hey, I can figure this out.
I did that.
Yes. That's the feeling we're after. So anytime you start feeling panicked or feeling fear or feeling sorry for yourself,
yes,
then you can turn to the balanced, centered you. So I told you we have a mad one. There's a sad one that wants to cry all the time and pull covers over his head and go online dating to find another man to take care of her. Okay? That's the easy one. The one that doesn't want to act on her own behalf. And her, you can talk her through this as well. You know, yes, you have every right to be sad. This is the one where you use girlfriends. This is the one where you go, do you have 5 minutes? I just need a shoulder to cry on. And please don't tell me how to fix this. I just want to cry. I have girlfriends that I do this with. And it's really important to have some place where you can be totally authentic and honest and not be told to get over it. I'm not one of those places, by the way. I have a very low tolerance for complaining. But that's why I say, don't call me. Call your girlfriend and say, I just need 5 minutes. It's called a vent partner. You can use it for anger as well. 2 minutes, twice a day. They time you, and their only response to you is, oh, baby, I'm sorry. That's all they say. They don't try to fix it. They don't tell you who to call. They don't tell you to try another lawyer. They just listen. And that will help you process the sadness. Bubble baths are really good too. So what do you do with the angry part of you?
What am I doing with that part?
Yes. This is I'm quizzing you
Well,
to see if you.
right. Are you gonna? I've just been,
Okay, what am I
I've been talking
prescribing
to
for you?
myself.
What am I prescribing for you as a resolution for your angry part? What do you do when you
Do
start
the
feeling
running,
good?
do the
That's
running,
it. That's it. That's it.
face on
And
the
what do you do?
pavement,
Good,
and like
good. And then what do you
wish
do
all
for the
that.
sad part?
Talk to a girlfriend. I'm like you. I'm not pity party type of girl. So only 5 minutes, and that is it.
That's
Is
it.
that
And
when
there's
that happens.
and it's not singular. No rollover. If you don't use the minutes that day, you cannot add to them the next day.
Great.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Okay.
the two parts. So the fear part, what do you do with the fear part? You do it anyways. Use the gospel according to Nike. Just do it.
Right. Just
And
do
that's
it.
what you've been doing, one thing at a time. Okay. When you start feeling panicked, you just take a breath and you remember the last thing you conquered, the last thing you were able to figure out. That's what you do. You build on what you just did. So if you just figured out the remote, now you just say to yourself, I just figured that out. I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. I just figured out how to replace all the bulbs in the house. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't know how to do it, but I figured it out. And look at me now. So one
Right.
thing at a time. So that's for the fear part. Okay. And then I want you to practice the muscle of joy.
Okay.
Okay. So what makes you happy? Think right now. Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath in. Describe to me the last time you felt joy.
I had family, and the family was in for the holidays, and there's, I've got nieces or females younger than me that have babies, and they're wanting help, and it was just joyous to have the youth around the lives that I've contributed to. So family contacts have really been joyous.
Good. So do you have one kid in particular who snuggled up to you and put her arms around you and said, I love you? Do you have a memory of one of those?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's her name?
It's a little one. It's a boy.
Okay.
And his name is Quint because he is the fifth in his line.
I love it. I love it. So when you get in any of those places and you feel yourself sliding, you just close your eyes, take that deep breath, and you bring Quit to your mind. You bring Quit in, and he's holding your hands or he's sitting in your lap as you do whatever the next thing is, as you go and take care of things with the divorce process, as you take care of things that you have never tried before. You just go in with Quit. Quit is a symbol of your joy. Quit is a symbol of your birthright because you're placed on this earth to have joy. That is your birthright. It is not to suffer through life. Do you believe me?
Yes.
No matter what, no matter how many men hurt you or, are unfaithful, it doesn't matter because it doesn't take away from who you are and what you have in this lifetime. Do you believe me?
Yes.
Good. So I want you to tuck that memory in, and you'll actually have a copy of this show that anytime you're feeling otherwise, you can just power this up and remind yourself.
And play it back.
Absolutely, because you are one of a kind in the most beautiful way. You have a unique talent, gift, and ability that only you can do. And that is a direct result of everything good and everything painful that you've ever been through. So you have a unique brand now that has been created in you to be able to be a beneficial presence on this planet. I know that.
Right.
All right?
That's good to hear, even when you know.
Yes. So I'm your cheerleader here. And anytime you doubt it, you just remember what I said. Because do you believe that I believe it?
I believe it.
Good. Then that's all that's important. All right. Thank you so much for calling in, being my first caller this fabulous 2015 with
Thank
lots of
you.
little
That is awesome.
resolutions, and you're well on your way. And I just know that this year is going to unfold. This next chapter is going to be so blow your mind fabulous.
Thank you, Dr. Marissa. It's been awesome speaking with you.
Wonderful. Take care. All
Okay.
right. Thank you
All right.
so much. And if you've just tuned in, you just heard my first caller from Birmingham, Alabama, and you're listening to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon on UBN Radio and Thursday on KCWA radio.com, my AM 1050 NBC News Radio. And please don't go away. We're going to hear from our show sponsors, people who believe in a show about hope and happiness and want to have their books, services, products being shared with all of my listeners all around the world. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in and supporting me. And if you would like to have your own promo spot on my show, please contact my assistant producer, Jarvis, who is running the soundboard today. Yay! And helping me out so much by lining up my wonderful call-ins. And if you would like a free balance tune-up with me, that's another thing that you can contact Jarvis for. So we'll be right back in 2 and 2.
What's the most powerful word on the planet? Yes! If you want to be inspired by award-winning authors and teachers who write about the many facets of yes and how it transforms life and one's love of life, then pick up the Yes book today. Jill Cooper and Exalt Road Publication brings you stories of transformation, confession, research, poems, and manifestos that witness the power of yes. Available at Amazon and exaltroad.com. The Yes Book, a perfect affirmative gift for the holidays. Say yes, I want to celebrate my life. Have you ever had a sweet potato cookie? Be the talk of the holiday table with Yam Good cookies and 4 unique tastes. All sweet potato with either pecan, ginger pecan, pineapple coconut, even topped with almonds. Available in West LA. So follow us on social media and visit www.yamgoodcookies.com to order. A holiday treat launched in the season of Thanksgiving that will now be enjoyed all year long. So have a Yam Good holiday. Are you surviving life? Do you want to thrive and not just survive? Then don't wait a moment longer. Best-selling author Allie Bierman is your Thrive expert. Surviving not 1 but 2 traumatic brain injuries, Allie proves that thriving is our living birthright. To get her best-selling book and more support, go to www.thrivedon'tjustsurvive.com. And Allie will leave you with a song in your heart and transform hopelessness into joy.
And we're back. If you've just tuned in, I am Dr. Marissa, your cheerleader for hope and happiness 88% of the time, also known as the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura when we do call-in shows, and that's what it is today. And before we bring our second caller on, I wanted to go, because this is the first show in 2015, I would like to just recognize someone who I had brunch with a little while ago, and she wanted to set an intention and a resolution for herself, and she did, and she met it. And her name is Jilly. She's a friend of my beautiful favorite niece, Christina, up in San Francisco, and she's put together this wonderful blog, and one of them is called Resolutions Schmalutions, How to Crush Your Goals Year Round. And I wanted to bring the statistic, since this is about resolutions, from the Journal of Clinical Psychology, the top I got in from Canada at 2 in the morning, so that's my excuse today. Top 10 New Year's resolutions for 2014. Number 1, drum roll. Do we have a drum roll? What do you think it is? We don't have a drum roll. Here's my drum roll. It is losing weight. Surprise, surprise. 2, getting organized. 3, spending less, save more. 4, enjoy life to the fullest. That's mine. 5, staying fit and healthy. 6, learn something exciting. 7, quit smoking. 8, help others in their dreams. 9, fall in love. And 10, spend more time with family. So those are your top 10 resolutions. And we're going to go to our next caller to find out if any of her resolutions are on this list. And so if we could welcome to the studio Badissa, or forgive me if I didn't say that right, but she's calling in from New York. Welcome. Hello. Oh, did we lose her? No? Badissa? Maybe she's on mute. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
Yeah, there we go. Help me pronounce your name?
You said it correctly, but this Jarvis taught you correctly.
Oh, I'm fabulous. That's 1 out of 2. I didn't get the first caller right, so I'm okay. I'm at 50-50. All right.
That's all right. You got the right one right.
Oh, I love it. Oh, we're going to have some fun here. All right, darling. Feet on the ground, palms up, eyes gently closed. Taking a deep breath in through your nose to connect with me. And releasing soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. Another deep breath into your heart, opening it up. And release. Good. And one more deep breath in. Connecting with me through chi, eternal energy from the source, and releasing all the stories and the drama. And when you're ready, open your eyes. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, in the area of job, work, and career, how would you rate yourself? 1 being horrible, 10 being fabulous, nothing to work on.
Fabulous.
Okay, so we're at a 10. Ooh, awesome. On the area of relationships, scale of 1 to 10.
1.
Okay, we're not into extremes. I love it. And then health and well-being.
I'm going to go in the middle with 5.
5. Okay. So I'm going to let's see. Let's go to 5 first, and then we'll go to 1.
All right.
All right. So what is it? Why is it a 5? What's a New Year's resolution that you've done with your health and well-being that you have not met?
I have been getting a message to try yoga.
Ah, okay.
And it's like I keep hearing it or seeing or a commercial or something of that nature. It's been mentioned to me that they thought that I may benefit from it, but I shied away from it only because of the surgeries I've had. I've had 3 cervical fusions, and my last one was in March of 2013, and the healing that I was going to have, as much as I was going to heal, was going to be by September of 2014, September 28th of September 14th. So that's only about 6 months ago.
Right. Okay. So I know the answer to this one. Since you don't live here, if you lived here, I'd have a different answer. If you lived here, I would say the indicated action is for you to sign up for my class. I teach Chinese yoga. So
Beautiful.
I do.
See?
Yes, 5 weeks.
I was supposed to speak to you.
Yes, you were. And it is easier than yoga. And it is lots of more elderly people love the practice because it does not, focus. It doesn't hurt. I'm not saying that yoga hurts, but there are some positions that there is a little bit of pain. So you are not in California, so you're not going to be given the prescription to sign up for my class. And
well, that doesn't mean I can't come there.
That's true. You could always come, or you could meet me in Sedona. I do a once a year retreat where I teach balanced Tai Chi Gong in the vortex the weekend after Mother's Day. And what's interesting is on the way in, I was saying, maybe I shouldn't do a retreat this year because I've got so much on my plate. But so this is telling me that I do have to do a retreat, and you're going to be in it.
And I've been wanting to go to it. On my list is something I want. First, is Sedona, Arizona, because I wanted to be
okay. All right.
in the vortexes.
Fine.
And
I will
not
do the
knowing
retreat.
that it would include, and Sedona has been on my mind for about, I don't know, 3 to 4 years now.
Okay. All right. So
that's one of the places besides New Mexico. I wanted to go there too
there you go.
For the vortexes too. So yes.
Okay. So I'm going to see you the weekend after Mother's Day weekend.
Yes,
and
you are.
In the vortexes. And the second thing I'm going to do from now until then, I'm going to get you a free copy of my DVD, which is Balanced Tai Chi Gong, Promoting Inner Peace One Breath at a Time. So you can start fulfilling your New Year's resolution early. Okay?
Thank you so very much, Doctor.
My blessing. My blessing. There's my Asian Oprah giveaway for today. And then,
yay.
All right, let's go to the relationships.
Yes.
Why is it 1? Who's bringing that down to 1? Which relationship?
I am, since I'm the key denominator.
Yes.
In them.
The common one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am the common denominator.
Yes.
I mean, I really can't blame others. I'm not into the blame.
Good.
Or, the
excuses.
He did this, he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've learned and learning from the relationships, I have not ever been in love. I have not allowed myself to be, and I've been affectionate. I've been caring. I've even been loving, but I have not encountered anyone that I felt like forever in, and I don't mean like, I don't mean like forever. I mean a different type of forever.
Right.
Forever.
Right.
And I've not met that person, and I don't feel like I'm supposed to. I don't think that person is here. I think that really that being, that beautiful being, is on the other side.
And that's why, and that's exactly why you haven't met him.
Yes. So I mean,
life unfolds as you believe. So if you believe that he's not here, then you cannot find him.
True. I've had nothing but abusive relationships.
Okay, not surprised.
Mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And I guess.
So let's put the moose on the table.
Yes.
Do you believe that every relationship is doomed to be like your past relationships?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. So
I don't go into anything new thinking that.
Okay. So here are the belief systems. Here's the BS that's holding you back. Okay. Number one is that there is no relationship, that the one is not going to be in this lifetime. You have no clue that that is true, but you holding that belief will make it true. So you are making it true by holding that belief. And the only way that that's going to be false is if you stop believing it. Now, the good news is a belief is just something you keep thinking over and over and over, and it's become a habit. So you've held this belief in your head so strong. You exercise that belief, you pull it out, and you do like barbells with it. Okay? Every time someone says,
Yeah.
how come you're not with
Yeah.
someone? You're so nice and you're so sweet and you're so beautiful. And you just go, well, I don't think he's here this lifetime. I think he's on the other side. You said that over and over. You believe it. You get other people to believe it. And then you go, I don't know why I'm not meeting anyone.
Well,
No,
I haven't
take it.
really said anything to anyone.
No,
I've
but
always-
you're
this
holding
is
it.
the first time I'm saying it out loud
Yes,
in front of all of your listeners.
darling, you've been. This is your song. You know, it's like a country western song. Stop it!
Oh,
Stop it! Stop it! Sing another
Should I be
song.
looking for friends in
There
lonely
are
places?
plenty of fish. There's plenty of fish in this sea. There are so many men who are loving, lovable, and loved. There's so many men that in this lifetime I can have an immense and fabulous and one-of-a-kind relationship with. And I don't care if it's for one day or for a year. I just know there are so many people on the planet. There are 7 billion people on this planet. There are, I don't know the statistic, at least 3.5 billion men on this planet. And with the internet, there's just no holds barred. I can meet people. There's so many people who like what I like. There's so many people who enjoy what I enjoy. There's so many people who I can talk to about things and they will agree with me. There's so many ways in which I can have dinner with someone and find out what they're all about and find the things we have in common. There's so many people that I can find that will actually like the same movies that I do. There's so many guys that will just absolutely make my toes curl. There's so many men out there that are so adorable to me, and I cannot wait to find out what the next one looks like.
Well, to put it that way. I'll agree with you.
I didn't even look down at notes.
I know you didn't.
Okay. So
That was an easy flow.
So how did I get there for you? I just stopped going to the other place. That's as simple as it is. That is, people don't understand the power of attention. They don't understand the power. Our most powerful tool is choice. Choosing where we focus our attention. Your New Year's resolution is never to utter or think that shiitake, that BS belief system that you presented me on the platter of a scale of 1 to 10 anymore. Anytime you think about me, everything, well, put your right hand up. From now on, darling, you are going to remember, and you're going to have a copy of this interview or this call-in. So you're going to play that section that I just said over and over and over again until it comes out of your mouth as easily as it does out of my mouth. And I'll tell you, I used to actually say similar things as you were saying. Well, I'm too busy. Well, I just, it's just not in my cards. I do everything once. I've been married once, divorced once. I don't need anybody. I just, you just can't find any guy that he's really good looking and he's also, successful. It's really hard all the good ones are gone. All the ones that have money and success, they all have their cute little Barbie wives and they ain't going anywhere. And all that's BS. And it keeps you in that place of not seeing the glory of the thing called men. And
true. That's true.
Okay, so your work is to hold that, even if you don't believe it. You just you just hold that and you just walk around and you see. I want to see how glorious men are. That's it. You walk into a place, you go, okay, show me the money. Show me the man. Show me. I want to see it. I'm going to see. Oh, ooh, did you see the way that one walks? You don't have to say anything to him. You just enjoy and appreciate the way he walks. Do you see that? Wow, he eats well. And you know what they say about how a man, when you look at the way he eats, right? So, wow, look at the way he's eating. Woohoo! Wow, did you see the way he just opened that door for? Wow. Chivalry's not dead. That would be great. So you attract it. You just start paying compliments to every man you see. And they're drive-by, so they don't think you're like completely whacked out. So if you see something and they, your dimples look so cute on you, and then you walk by. You don't stop and then ask them for their number. You're just creating a vortex of attraction around you that's going to be so strong. Men are going to be sucked in all over. They just can't help it because you're going to be the man appreciator. And you're going to, you're just going to chuck out that BS around, not this lifetime. Come on, girl. You're not, you don't. There is nothing like romance. You cannot get romance from your family. You cannot get romance from your friends. You can get that little toe curl, butterfly in stomach feeling. You just have to start allowing it. That's the key. It's allowing it. Yeah. Your belief system, your BS is running your romance out the back and front door. It's not allowing you. It's not allowing you. You're not. Romance not welcome here. Maybe next lifetime.
Thank you, doctor. That was a healthy dose of medicine.
Good.
Like castor oil.
I'm glad. Yeah, right? Castor oil. No, really. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So no more excuses. So you're going to be on resolution, I think it was number 9. You're going to fall in love this year. And the way you're going to fall in love is you're going to you're going to drop your BS. You're going to adopt new belief systems that are so attractive that your vortex will be so strong that great, awesome, gorgeous, toe-curling men are just going to fall into it. So that's your New Year's resolution. How's that for a resolution?
Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
I'll drop them into my Bermuda Triangle.
Okay, that's our sexual healing with Dr. Marissa show. We're gonna have to wait till the last. We're gonna wait till the last week of the month for that one. But I'll bring that up with my co-host at the end of this month for that sexual healing with Dr. Marissa is going to be Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Again, Dawn Wells was on my show before, so I'll bring that up to her and say, what do we do about Bermuda Triangle? I can't wait to see how she's going to react to that one. But okay, so this is a new 2015. You have a new book of romance. Every of one of those chapters from the past, we're just going to actually take that book out. We're just not even going to go, because I don't even want to spend more time learning from what you learned from that because it just takes you down. So we're not even going to, what did I learn from that? Because what you interpreted from what you learned from that was all negative. So we're not even going to go to that book anymore. That was another lifetime. How's that? We're starting your next lifetime right now, 2015. It's a new time. It's as if you died, okay? And you're now in another, you're in another dimension, okay? So this dimension has plenty of fish in the sea, okay? Has just like a plethora of love and romance that you're not even gonna, it's gonna blow your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right. That's that.
That's that. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on to Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the call-in show. All right.
Dr. Marissa. Thank you, Jarvis.
Jarvis says thank you too. He's not on.
So welcome.
Yes, isn't he adorable? So now there's an attractive guy. So you can. Oh, he's blushing. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on it. He's like, no, go there.
Yes, we're friends. Yes, he's attractive, but we're friends.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right.
Best and best. Keep in touch and let me know.
Thank you.
All right.
I will. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that was 2 fabulous resolutions, one in the book of love, one in the book of starting over anew, and lots of balanced tools there. And that was fun. Well, I do want to spend a little bit of time because I did promo this. And I think the easiest resolution to do this on is the first one that I read from Jillie's list, and that is to lose weight. So that's the number one resolution, and people go, okay, that's it. I'm losing 10, 20, 50, whatever it is. And so the gym memberships go up. The diet food sales go up. The restrictive everything goes up. And I'm going to say this from my own experience. Something that doesn't work is the all or nothing. Because when I say I'm going to go on a diet, leading up to that date, I stuff myself like crazy, like hibernation. So I'm like a squirrel. I'm going to eat everything because I'm not going to be able to eat that ever again, right? Which is bullshit-talky. And then after I diet, I have these voices in my head. And one voice will say, you resolved not to eat that. You cannot eat that. You cannot eat that. You cannot eat that. You cannot eat that. And then I have the brat side of me that goes, you're not the boss of me. And I can eat that if I want to. And I'm really not that fat. And I'm really not that unhealthy. And I'm really not that. And or I have the other side of me, which is the maudlin side, which says, I'm never going to be skinny. I'm never going to look like I did when I was 20. I'm never going to, and it's worse with me because I used to model. I modeled for 8 years. And so I have these pictures around the house that are really bad because they're really good. And then I beat myself even more because how could I let myself go? And why don't I look like that anymore? And the worst parts is if I bring a date over and they look at the picture and they go, is that you? Oh man, so I may be taking those pictures down. But anyways, so, and I'm saying this, not that I have the answer. I'm saying this because I'm with you, listeners. I'm with you, and I want to resolve this year to have a more balanced approach to even loving my body as it is and loving. So like a couple of shows ago, I remember saying on the air, I look good with clothes on, but take my clothes off and it's like, oh, gross. I'm not going to say that anymore because it's not good for me. My key, if I practice what I teach, is to love myself exactly where I am, which is like, how can I do that? Just pick some place on your body that you actually do like. That is good, and then work your way out. So and find the good things about where your body is right now. So, I don't look like I did when I modeled, and I also get to wear a larger size, in front than I used to. So I'm going to like that part of me. Okay. And then the other side of it is, I think that, I probably could starve myself like I used to do, which is very unhealthy, to stay that skinny of the modeling skinny. Or, after my divorce, the divorce diet, and I lost a whole bunch of weight because I wasn't eating. And that is the unhealthy way. And so I have to fight myself too on not doing that. That is not the healthy way. So the resolution is every day I'm going to act on my own behalf and try to do those things that I know are more healthy for me. So I know I know everybody knows how to lose weight, right? Everybody knows what foods that are probably not a daily thing to have, like all those Tim Horton donuts that I had the entire time I was in Toronto. Thank God there's no Tim Hortons here. I'm not going to be eating those donuts. And then working out and doing something that you like to do. And I think gyms, they're great, but in my effort also to connect with nature, which is a great, the universe showing off in the beauty of nature, to actually take walks. Now, I had a hip replaced a couple years ago, and I know I babied that, and I use that as an excuse. But I'm going to start trying to do a little more walking, not just do the swimming. I'm going to find a friend to go walk with along the beach. I think I have a couple in mind. They've been asking me for years, and I just don't go. Yes, Reba. And as far as eating, I'm going to practice eating. My daughter's a vegan. I'm going to maybe do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll eat what she does. And then Tuesdays and Thursday, I eat what my younger one does. And the weekend, well, we'll see. So that's my resolution. And I will continue to check in with that to see how I do. And that leads us to a very short balance bar, because I did talk a little more on resolutions than I had planned to. But I would like, there it is. My Asian Oprah giveaway, I did give away a DVD. I would also like to give away a card pack today, and we're going to see what comes up. This is the 52 card Pick Me Up, Stacking the Deck for Life Balance with Dr. Marissa, and motivational cards. So this one is, see if it relates today. Bless you and the horse you rode in on. Thich Nhat Hanh suggests that when an arsonist comes and lights your house on fire, resist the urge to run after him to retaliate. Instead, turn around, put out your own fire, and save your own house. When people behave badly at me, that's the caller, my mantra is they do the best that they can. If they could do better, they would. Thanks to my teachers, Abraham Esther Hicks, followed by more magic words from my favorite teacher, Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith. Eventually, they will have to bump into themselves, but it's not your job to help them do it. I choose to let the universe take care of itself. So if you would like to win this, go sign my guest book and put 52 on it, and you will get a free pack of these motivational cards. If you would like to support me to make these cards into an app, that's one of my resolutions for this year. If you go to GoFundMe.com and put in my name, or it's /HRAX, HRAX low, LO, then you can donate any amount, and you'll get, there's different levels of things and giveaways that you will get. And I mentioned where I'm teaching. I did that already. Next week, big treat we have. I found him on Facebook. Love social media. Thank you, Sandra Zillis, for posting. I actually shared it as I'm offering or giving the daily Dr. Marissa Pin Up Awards. I just started doing that last year. PIN stands for Positive Inspiring News, to balance out the CNN, constantly negative news that the media sometimes throws at us as weapons of mass distraction. So the Pin Up Award was a man named Chris, and Chris beat cancer using a vegan diet. So he has kindly responded very quickly to be my guest next week. So you won't want to miss that next Tuesday on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa Pay. That's P for positive, EI. And remember, it's all about balance. Peace in and peace out.
Learned to cry at an early age. People around me, my heart in a cage. Life was a book, don't turn a page. I couldn't see past my rage. I wanted to dance, but I pushed you away. Now I'm on my knees, I'll listen to what you say. And you said, be my partner, dance with me. Just hold on, I will lead. Don't be afraid if you can't see. I promise you joy in the mystery. I wanted to believe in magic, so I put on a masquerade. I pulled off an amazing hat trick, but the illusion didn't last a day. I wanted to dance, but I pushed you away. Now I'm on my knees, I listen to what you say.